I'm a patient of Dr. Buckingham, and I'm here today to talk to you about my experience with Dr. Buckingham and his staff. Several months ago, I noticed a spot on the corner of my nose in this area that started out as a scab, and it just would not heal. So after many weeks of trying to treat that spot, I decided I should go to the dermatologist, which I did. At that time, they did a biopsy of that spot, and it came back positive for basal cell carcinoma. So when I heard that news, I was afraid, not knowing what that meant in terms of treatment or how that was going to be taken care of. As a consult, I went to another dermatologist who practices in Mohs surgery. That is her specialty. And she assured me that they would be able to take out all of the cancer cells. And as a part of that process, once the Mohs procedure was done, the following day I would go to a plastic surgeon so he could reconstruct my nostril. So I set up all those appointments and did the Mohs procedure. And at that time I wasn't aware that the cancer would be in such a vast area and cover so much of my nose. So initially, she ended up taking out about a quarter, about the size of a quarter from my nose area and the nostril area, leaving me a very thin membrane for a nostril. So the next day, went directly to Dr. Buckingham, met him at a hospital here in town for an outpatient procedure to get the reconstruction done for my nose. At that time, he assured me that the treatment would last probably 4 to 8 weeks, and after that, that everything would look normal. I had a hard time believing that at first. So anyway, went into the process knowing that this was something I had to do. I really didn't have a choice. I needed to get the reconstruction done. He ended up taking some cartilage from my ear area to construct my nostril, and then also having to do a cheek flap so that the new skin and the new reconstruction could have blood flow so that it would grow and it would take. I was afraid that it wouldn't take. There was a lot of fear involved. But I just put my trust in Dr. Buckingham. When I was at the facility to get my procedure done, one thing that made me really feel good was that when the medical professionals would ask me, "Who's doing your surgery?" and I would say it's Dr. Buckingham, they would go, "Wow, you've got the best. You're in the best hands. You'll be really amazed with his work, and you'll be very satisfied." And boy, was that ever true, because I'm a living proof that reconstruction surgery can occur, and it's hardly noticeable to anybody that if anyone hasn't seen me in a while and they don't notice that I have a slight scar. They don't notice that my nostril has been reconstructed. So I'm living proof that things can get back to normal. And I will say that the staff at the Dr. Buckingham's office have always been very professional, and I grew a little bit impatient during the process because I thought that I should heal a lot faster than I was, but they assured me that things were going to be okay, that I needed to just have a little patience, and they were very warm and caring, and I could always call them at any time. And I did call them when I had some questions. A lot of people go to plastic surgeons because they make a choice that this is something they want to do because they're not happy or they're not content with the way that things look or appear to others. I went to a plastic surgeon for another reason, to get the reconstructive surgery done, because I was left without a nostril. So my story is a little bit different from others, and I'm so blessed that I was led to this particular surgeon, his particular practice, because I couldn't I couldn't be more happier with the outcome that has taken place.